Welcome back to Sunrise, everyone. It's Learning Matters time, and today from the W, we have April Coleman. She is an assistant professor of education there at the W, and we're talking about service learning today. So thanks, April, so much for being with us today. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for asking me.
Well, why don't you first explain what is service learning?
Service learning is a type of learning where students are doing community service, as you would think about a service project, volunteer project, but they're learning academic content and skills through that. So it's tied to curriculum standards and tied to real-world skills students should be learning to do products. They're really doing creative problem solving.
Okay, and you say you can do this from kindergarten all the way through seniors in high school. What are some examples of some projects like this?
Absolutely. I've done service learning at a lot of different levels, even through college. And a lot of times with elementary students, you may have a smaller scale project, for example, a whole class working on something like a school-wide recycling program in response to, a problem. They don't have a community recycling program or a program at their school, and a lot of things are going to waste that could be recycled. Or students may find, Mississippi and Alabama, where I'm from, we have high obesity and heart disease rates, and so looking at ways to reduce those through health and fitness initiatives. I had a group of third graders one time to do organize a health and fitness fair, and they had
That's a good idea.
Kids cooking, healthy kids cooking cookbook and cooking video, and they did exercise stations and things like that. So, and then more advanced examples would be, there was a county that had a really high cancer rate, and so the students, middle school students, went out and actually tested the water supply.
Oh, wow.
And evaluated that and graphed their results, and did real scientific tests to see if the water supply was correlated with that rate or not.
That's great. That's very interesting. So a wide scale of different projects that you can do, but like you said, you're learning at the same time as giving back to the area.
Yes.
And explain why you think schools should use these. It seems like a no-brainer, but
absolutely. The research shows that when students engage in service learning, they're doing real-world problem solving, which automatically increases their engagement. They want to be at school. And so it also increases their test scores. We're all about testing and having high test scores these days, so students who learn to think in these higher level ways do better on the test, standardized test, as well as in their academic subject areas, so better grades. And also, dropout rate is a huge issue today, and so students who participate in service learning, K through 12, stay in school, they graduate, they go to college more often than those who do not. So those are some pretty important reasons to consider it.
That's great. And what are some of the impacts on the community that you've seen?
Absolutely. Usually community and school partnerships grow stronger. A lot of times businesses will partner with a school, like an adopt a school partner, but in service learning, they can give money and resources, and they can also give human supports. They can come and work with students and do mentorships and teach them about certain skills or help them do a project. We had a corporation one time to help a school help the students and teachers build a greenhouse there on campus, and so it just really strengthens those partnerships between school and community.
That's great. And as parents or teachers out there watching, what can they do to kind of initiate this or get this going in their school?
Absolutely. So just asking the students to identify some problems. So opening it up and saying, hey, what are some problems in our community that we can help solve, that we could be a part of, and just brainstorming those, and then helping students to zero in on things they could feasibly create projects to do to help make a solution, and then helping them plan that, and really turning it over and becoming more of a guide or facilitator of instruction versus the holder of the knowledge. So letting students take the reins and moving into a support role to help them plan and implement projects, learning those skills they need and facilitating those things as they go.
That's great, April. This sounds like a lot of fun. It makes me want to be back in school. I guess you don't even have to be in school, though, to do this. Anyone could be a part of this. Thank you so much, April. Great information, great ideas out there.
Thank you.
And you can always visit muw.edu/ccl for any more information, or email your questions and segment ideas to center@muw.edu. All right, that's it for Learning Matters, but we'll have more Sunrise coming up next.